those two are very light in this race as well, as Bidster defends from Rodders. I'm not letting you through, no way Jose. And meanwhile, Bidster's past Jamo. He's alongside Jamo. Jamo's going back through on the inside, Bidster's on the outside. But Jamo counteracting it with the boost, side by side for 130. It's 5 cars for second place. This is incredible, into the hairpin. This is going to end in tears. But back to the leaders, side by side for Rodders and Seeker down towards the last corner. Here we go. Group C from Monza, race 2. Hi everyone, welcome back to Monza for race 2 of our Group C Championship here on GT Sport. Let's take you through the grid for this second race, which is going to be an absolute stunner. So results of race 1 are the starting grid. So Cyrex is on pole position, but look, he's on the hard tyres. That could make the difference. He's on the hard tyres in the Sauber. Then it's seat 1 second. Third is Bidster. He's running championship ballast. He's got the maximum ballast on, he's leading the championship after race 1. TY is 4th. He is second place in the championship, so he's running second place weight in this, so they're both heavy in this one. That's one thing to remember. Keith is in 5th. He's got no weight on in 5th. Neil is 6th. He's got 3rd place weight on in the championship. Rodders has got 4th place weight on in the championship, so them two together are on championship weight as well. Will is in 8th. Then we've got Daniel Irwin in 9th. Video in 10th. Red Bull is 11th, so they moved down because they've had to rejoin the room because of connection difficulties or whatever. So yep, they're down the bottom end of the grid. So let's get on with this race 2 then. Let's hope this is just as dramatic as race 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below as well, guys, as we get ready for the off here at Monza for race 2. Revs rise. The red light is on the gantry, and green, we are away, and plenty of wheel spin from Bidster, but everyone else gets away well. Seat 1 with a very good start. He gets alongside Cyrex, and the top end of that Jaguar should shine as we come down towards turn 1. Remember, no chicane at Monza. It's the Curva Grande, it's the first corner as everyone goes through turn 1. And Rodders has been tapped and he goes off wide. Rodders goes right off wide in the Porsche, and he's down at the back of the grid already. Into turn 2. Bidster looking at the inside of Cyrex, looking for second place. Bit of contact between the two. Cyrex goes over the curb and rejoins Bidster again alongside him. Further back we've got a bit of contact. Rodders, Daniel Irwin and Video and Will look like they've involved in something as well. But through the first of the Lesmos, it's seat 1 in the lead with Bidster second from Cyrex. Then it's Keith, Neil and Red Bull at the inside of Neil Farmack. A little bit of a rubbing, but I think we're okay. TY gets a good run as well and goes past Neil Farmack. So Neil Farmack passed by Red Bull there and shoved out a little bit wide, but gets away with it, and down towards Ascari we go. The leaders through into Ascari. There goes everyone else. Neil Farmack and Red Bull close together. Oh, sorry, Neil Farmack and TY. Sorry, Neil Farmack going backwards, being passed by TY, and Rodders is straight back up there as well. Straight through into 7th place. Neil Farmack runs wide as Rodders gets on the gravel and has a massive tank slapper moment, trying to recover from what happened on at the first corner, but Rodders down into 8th then. What a dramatic start into Parabolica we go. Rodders behind Neil then. Remember, Neil's got 3rd place weight on, 80 kilos in that Mazda. Over the start, finish straight, the end of lap 1. Seat 1 already gone. In the lead are Cyrex and Bidster and Keith close together. Cyrex in the Sauber pulling alongside Bidster. Keith in the Nissan just keeping his width. Just waiting for an opportunity as the sparks fly from the back of the two cars into Curva Grande. Bidster holding it around the outside, not giving up. 215 miles an hour as they hit the brakes into the chicane, and Bidster keeping Cyrex honest round the outside. And how did they keep 2 wide through there? Incredible. Red Bull's past Keith as well, so plenty of passing going on there. Bidster into 2nd, Red Bull into 4th, and further on got TY, Neil, Rodders and Will. So Will's gone further back, so remember the incidents, guys. We'll get a replay on all the first half of the race incidents at the halfway point. So seat 1 in the lead. Bidster 2nd, Cyrex now coming under pressure from Red Bull. Red Bull really on a charge here in the Sauber, wanting a better result than race 1. Goes a look at the inside, no way through. Just had a little peek just to try and put Cyrex off his braking point, but I think he put himself off more than anyone else. There goes TY, Neil, Rodders, Will and Video at the back, and then we've got Daniel Irwin right at the back, so still getting up to the pace. Remember, also Cyrex is on hard tyres. everyone else on the soft compound. So Saric's doing very well here to keep up with the front runners on the hard compound, but the draft will help out a lot. As they go over the line, Red Bull in the other Sauber closing right up to Saric. Remember, these two are not teammates. Saric is independent. Red Bull's part of the actual Sauber team. And then it's Saric's on the inside of Bidster. Red Bull trying to go through as well. Red Bull doing both Saubers a favour. Both drafting each other, and the Red Bull just slices in front of Bidster, finds a gap and then gets on the brakes to go the inside of Saric's. If he can pull this off, it'll be one of the moves of the season. And he's trying to, he's around the outside. So a bit of contact to come back on, but Saric's got twitchy there. And Red Bull goes through into second place. What a move there by Red Bull. Fantastic move as Rodders looks up the inside of Neil Farmack. But Neil Farmack closes the door. Rodders goes then up the inside again. You think this were a sprint race with the way they're going at it. Incredible stuff. We've still got plenty of laps to go as Neil Farmack runs wide. And off in down to 8th and down to 9th now. Will might get him as well. They're down to 10, so Neil Farmack, one mistake, down 3 places. What a race this is. Again, you'd think this were a sprint race by the way they're going at it. Seat 1, he knows it's an endurance race. He's out about 5 seconds ahead of the pack. Then it's Red Bull. Bidster fighting back now against the Belgian. It was a Belgian 1-2, and now it's about to be a Brit in the middle of them. If Bidster can get around the outside, but I don't think he's going to be able to, but he's going to try. Oh, contact between the two. As they go out the corner, and Bidster gets a good run. Red Bull has to back off, and he backs off into the draft. Keith now into 3rd. What a race this is, and we're only on the 4th lap. Incredible. Keith pulls alongside Bidster to take 2nd place. Saric's and Red Bull alongside each other, but Keith gets 2nd place done. Red Bull with Saric's alongside. The two Saubers together through Curva Grande. It's Red Bull that takes the advantage. Bidster then looking to pass Keith. Red Bull looking to pass Bidster. All happening at once. Bidster defends from Red Bull. He knows what he's going to do. Keith keeps 2nd place. Brilliant race in this as we go out of the corner and down to the bit. I think the Saric's hard tyres are starting to hurt him now. He's in the pack. Penalty for Rodders. Slightly shortcut of the chicane, I think, there. Keith, Bidster, Red Bull, Saric's. TY right up behind Saric's almost. Be able to look where the gearbox is in that car, is that close. As Neil Farmack again goes wide at the back, so Neil Farmack not having a good first stint here. He's still stuck behind the Sauber of Will. Further back up to Ascari, it is Keith, Bidster. Bidster still behind Keith, there he is. He's got a good run on Keith here. Remember, Bidster's heaviest weight as well. Bidster's very heavy on weight round here. That'll not help as the tyres start to wear. Down to Parabolica, into Parabolica. Keith still keeps ahead. The Saubers very strong in the corners here, and TY very dusty there. But the Nissans have got good top speed, probably not quite as good on top speed as the Jaguar, but probably the closer than all the other cars are. And meanwhile, look, speaking of the Jaguar, video's back up on the back of the pack. Here he goes, using the speed of that Jag. He's going to overtake Rodders into Curva Grande. And he goes through on the inside. He tries to get TY as well. TY gets hit onto the gravel. So the contact between TY and Video there. As we go into the chicane, as Rodders gets ahead of Video and Bidster's ahead of Red Bull. So, someone's been reset at the back. I think that's Will. Will went in too fast. He's got reset. So plenty happening there. We'll get some replays on all that action probably around lap 15 to 18 to get the replays in. This Video goes off in 7th place. Goes wide. Neil Farmack and TY coming up now. They'll probably go through. Video stays to one side because he knows he's slower out the corner. Drama everywhere, and speaking of more drama, Red Bull passes Bidster up the inside. Oh, bit of a shortcut there though. That could be a penalty because he went all 4 wheels over the curb. But he might get away with it. I think he has done. Bidster can't capitalise because of the weight. So Red Bull using his lack of weight to help him, and in 2nd place still. Just a reminder, seat 1 is the leader. He's way up the road. He's about 8 seconds up the road compared to these lot. And these lot are just all in one big pack. Makes for brilliant entertainment, brilliant racing. Saric's is at the back of the group now with Rodders technically with the draft still, so Rodders could be the fastest of the lot down towards Curva Grande. Bidster and Red Bull together. Bidster will have a look to the inside of Red Bull for Curva Grande. Now he's going to stick right on the gearbox of the Sauber through Curva Grande. Looks to the inside, he gets a gap on the inside. Red Bull gives him space. Down to the chicane. and onto the brakes. Bidster very late on the brakes and gets the position done. Good move there from Bidster, very brave on the brakes. Sarix keeps hold of Rodders, says no you don't Sunshine, you've got to try harder than that. I'm not selling this beef for free. So video through there with Neil Farmack and TY, so Neil Farmack's head to TY now. Will's further back, and then Daniel Irwin really far back because he's just still getting used to the cars and the championship, so hopefully better results for him in the future. Back to the front, it is Keith having a go at Red Bull now. Keith getting his elbows out, ready to get his hands dirty. Down towards Ascari. Red Bull defends, that means he's going to be slower out the corner. Keith could get a good run out of Ascari here and try and trump Red Bull, but I think Red Bull got a good run anyway. That's the difference between the Sauber and the Nissan. The Sauber in the corners is fantastic on this game. In real life, the Nissan will be quicker around the corners because of the aero package, but the Sauber is the quicker car around the corners on GT. What I mean by that, guys, if you saw the Suzuka video, I did explain it, but I'll just briefly explain it again. The cars in this game are, some of them are the low downforce spec, and some of them are the high downforce spec, and for some reason they can all go at the same speed on the straights. If this were real life, it wouldn't be the same, it would not be that story. These two would be this fast, but Keith's car would be way slower because it's got quite a lot of downforce on that car. Look at the angle of the rear wing. So there's no way his car could do that speed in real life. 226 plus into the braking zone. Red Bull goes through on Bidster but runs wide. Bidster could have an opportunity here if he goes to cut back. Tries to get a good run out the corner towards the first Lesmo, but no. Red Bull holds the second place. Sarix in fifth. Remember, Sarix on the hard tyres. This could be crucial for his race. He's on the hard rubber. So has he learned something from race one? So I know he won in race one, but still, if he thinks this could work out, then we'll have to see how it goes. I think he was banking on a better start than that, but TY having a go at video, no way through. The Jaguar holding its own, and it will hold its own on this straight, I can tell you that for a fact. Will's on the back of Neil Farmack now, looking for a move. Will and Neil Farmack close together as we go towards Ascari. Just hear the Mazda drowning every other car out, the rotary noise, the Vankel engine, absolutely roaring here at Monza. Neil holds on to the place. Meanwhile, Bidster and Red Bull side by side again. Red Bull on the inside. And brilliant move there from Red Bull to defend his position. And Bidster has to stay behind. Tyres, Red Bull's tyres are actually worse than Bidster's are, and he's not running weight. So Red Bull with the lighter car with worse tyres, so clearly just trying to scrub the tyres too much. As Keith in the draft, he's coming up toward the back of Bidster now. Bidster passing Red Bull. We've got through there even before the corner is behind. We've got Sarix and Rodders alongside each other. Rodders were having a go there, I think, but no way through. On the brakes, see the red disc glowing of Sarix's Sauber. As we go through the corner, Red Bull runs wide out to the chicane. He's lost a bit of ground to Bidster now. Keith with the opportunity further back. We've got cones flying everywhere, we've got marker boards everywhere as well. Will moves that to the side. Nice bit of marshalling there by Will while he drives, but I think TY and Will must have had a coming together. They ran wide and Neil got caught up in it as well, but again that'll be in the montage of replays later on in the race. Back to the lead, back to the sort of the top end group. Not the leader because that's seat one. He's got a bit of a penalty, but that'll not affect him too much. He's got almost a full straight length, so that's probably just under a 10-second gap with his lead. So brilliant stuff here from seat one, and he's looking after the tyres well. Using a bit more fuel, but he can get away with that. It's in second, Red Bull locking up in third. Keith fourth, Sarix fifth, Rodders in sixth. He's able to stay with the pack, but not able to make too much gain here. But he's saving a bit of fuel, so that could be crucial towards the end of the race, or the pit stops even. Here goes TY in the Nissan in 8th place, and remember he's heavy like Bidster, but Bidster's in the pack still, so Bidster running the weight a lot better here than TY. That might be the H pattern talking. So, because Bidster uses the H pattern gearbox and he can change gear at his own speed and choose whichever one he wants. He can clutch dip and all sorts of little advanced clutch techniques, but it is riskier because you do risk missing a gear, and if you miss a gear you lose a lot of time. So there are pros and cons to using the H pattern and not. But Bidster and Neil, I think, are the only ones that run in the H pattern. That's not a Mazda thing, it's just a general thing that they do, but I think seat one's running the H pattern as well. He's in the lead as well, so good on seat. And Bidster then still harassing Red Bull, still close together. So look at the lap times last time round. 127 for seat, still had to get rid of a penalty before the line, but 125's all the way and 24's before, so pretty good there. 25-26s for Red Bull, same story for Bidster. 25-26 as well for Keith. Last couple of laps have been a bit faster, and Sarek now right on the back of Keith, looking for a way round. Keith on the back of Bidster as well. Will he have a go in towards Parabolica, or will he wait for the straight? He's going to have a go, is he? No. I think he was just defending from Sarek. Bidster runs wide. See, that's the downside of the H pattern. He just missed getting it into gear a little bit there, I think, and runs wide. But Keith goes through. Sarek's now behind. But now Bidster, Sarek and Rodders with the draft. Red Bull moving to one side on the straight, just to try and make it hard for the other cars to draft. Rodders pulls out and videos into the pits. He's learned from the race one about overdoing his tyres, and he's pitted as Rodders goes past Sarek on the inside, straight through in the Porsche. Again with the Porsche, it's another example of high downforce, because that car's got a massive wing on it. But into the chicane and out of it. Bidster having to go at Keith on the way out of the chicane into the first Lesmo. Bidster on the inside, and he goes through on the inside, a little bit of curb. Keith with a little bit of a nudge for encouragement, and straight through. Rodders looking at the inside of Keith now into the second Lesmo. Risky move here, because if you do get that wrong, you lose a lot of time on the way out, as he sees here, because Sarek goes to the inside because Rodders has lost momentum, but Sarek's not bothering to go for the move just yet. To Ascari. Same order applies. Red Bull, Bidster, Keith, Rodders, Cyrex. Out of the corner. Video has rejoined in 8th as well, so he's ahead of TY. TY's pitted as well for fresh rubber, so's Neil. And Daniel Irwin's not pitted yet. He's just rearranging some markers on the track. That's going to make things entertaining when the leaders come round. But Neil and everyone. Oh, now the race leader's in the pits. Seat 1 is in the pits. Will he be able to come out ahead of the pack? Red Bull's coming through here. Will Red Bull take the lead? Bidster's going into the pits. Bidster peels off. Red Bull goes through. Where's the leader? Where's seat 1? Still in the pits. What's he doing? He must be putting loads of fuel in that car. He is. He's filled it right up, so he's going for the same strategy as race 1. But Red Bull goes through. Keith Rodders. Now Bidster's pitted, but he's got no one to draft at the minute, so he's got to try and come out behind someone. Where's the next car? There's Will and there's Bidster, so he's got to try and get up to speed. But I don't think that's going to help Bidster out very much, because he's lost the draft now. So he should have really stayed with that pack, but again, unless he's got an idea of trying something. But Bidster then out in 7th place. Meanwhile, back up in the pack, it's Red Bull now in the lead of the race. Keith 2nd, Rodders 3rd, Sarek's 4th. Remember, seat 1 has already pitted, and he was the leader. He's put a lot of fuel in as well, so his next pit stop will not be as long. So he's using the open space he's got, trying better things. But these lot will go faster in a pack, allegedly, unless they start holding each other up with defensive moves. But that might be what Seek's banking on, or that might be what Bidster's banking on as well. But so far they're all going a bit quicker. So now Red Bull's not stuck behind Bidster with his weight. All the speed he wants. Keith looks for the inside into Parabolica, and that might be a bit too fast on the way in. It is. He's gone very, very wide. Red Bull goes back up the inside as there's almost contact on the way out. Very close indeed as we go across the line. No pits. Oh, Rodders in. Rodders is in this time, so they're all taking it in their own turn to pit. So Rodders into the pits now. We'll have to watch where he rejoins. We've got Seek coming through there. Will ahead of Bidster. Where's Rodders? He's still in the pits, still filling up with fuel. There goes seat 1. He's passed him now. Next one's Bidster. I think Will's in. Will's into the pits as well. Bidster's gone through. He's definitely past Rodders now. There's Rodders coming out of the pits. Rodders comes out of the pits as Video and TY come down the straight. This could be entertaining because Rodders has got to get up to speed. Video goes through. TY's now behind. Look at the difference. 225 miles an hour compared to 180 miles an hour. He only just tried to go around the outside. And almost a little bit of contact there. And into the chicane we go. And Rodders holds on to his 7th place by a whisker. And Rodders rejoins in 7th. Fresher tyres, but more fuel. TY's only put a bit of fuel in at his last stop, so gone for the lighter option. So different strategies. Bidster with a bit of a penalty there, so just trying a bit too hard. So back to the leaders then. Red Bull in the lead, Keith 2nd with Sarex behind him, so the top 3 still running together. Sarex will pit when one of these pits, because he'll not want to lose a draft. Keith runs wide, Sarex goes to the inside as Keith again outbreaks himself and can't make a move on Red Bull. I think his tyres might be on the way out, so might consider a pit stop soon, but I think he'd rather stick with the draft and bad tyres because it'll make him go quicker. Keith, Seek in fourth, he's really closed up on these guys, so when these guys pit, Seek will definitely take the lead back. Bidster will probably be right in the pack, but it depends how close you can get. Then we've got Video, Rodders and TY together as well. And on the straight we've got Rodders in the draft. Further up we've got Red Bull and Cyrex very close together. Yellow flag, has someone spun? No, I can't see anything, so unless it's someone for... Oh, it's Daniel! Daniel Irwin's off in the gravel, and he's off there, he's paused. So, I don't know what's up with him, but he's paused in 11th place, he's on the grass. We're looking for Daniel there. As Red Bull goes through, Cyrex second place in the draft. Red Bull's tyres are finished, he needs to pit, but he's not bothering. He wants to see that fuel to the end or trying to get to half distance, but he's risking it very, very bad here. Because you lose a lot, you lose time every single lap like this. 127, 126s. Whereas Seek out the pits is now in the 24s. Big difference there for Seek 1, and Biz is in the 25s, even with a little bit of a penalty there as well. So just trying hardest, or trying as hard as he can. Video there as well. So Video being pulled up. Now will any of these guys pit? Red Bull finally pits. He succumbs to his tyres. He's in the pits, but Cyrex and Keith keep going. Cyrex wants to go as long as he can with the hard tyres. He'll probably pit half distance. Or he might even go past half distance if he can with the fuel. But he'll stay behind Keith. He'll try and save all the fuel he can and try and see if he can catch up to Seek without pitting. So, Peter in third, Seek 1. Seek 1's third position, the number 88 Castrol car. Keith in the lead in the Nissan, with those rear tyres now taking a beating. As you can see, Seek 1 there in the background, so it's going to have to be a late surge for these two if they're going to try and stay ahead of Seek 1 after they've done their next pit stop. The next stint's going to have to be a brilliant one. But I would imagine Cyrex will pit when Keith pits, and it'll bring him out near the pack. Seek 1 third, Bids to fourth. Fifth is Video from Rodders from TY, so Video could be coming back into this. So with that pit stop earlier, the fast pace generally of the Jaguar around here, this could be Video's moment. Sixth, seventh is TY right behind him as well. Then we've got Red Bull in eighth. Neil Farmack having a dreadful race in ninth. Red Bull back in eighth because he pitted late and he just lost a load of time those last few laps in his tyres. So the last 3 laps of 26, 27, 26, and the rest are doing 25s. So lost a lot of time with his tyre wear. Let's see if any of the leaders pit then. Cyrex coming round and he's still going to stay in the lead. Keeps in. Keeps into the pits. Finally, he's got a bit of fuel to put in and tyres, so we'll see what strategy he goes for here. Bidster in fourth. He's going to come round probably to take Keith here. Depends how much fuel Keith puts in. How much will they put in? Will they try and go to the end on fuel now? You'd think so, but again, you never know. Might try a different strategy. Here's Video down the straight with Rodders. Let's watch Keith. He's still in the pits. He's released now. Keith's coming out of the pits and he's going to be joined in 7th for now, but Red Bull's coming down the straight. There's Keith, let's go on board with him. Look back, there's Red Bull. And here's Neil Farmack. Leaves him just about enough space on the outside. And back down to 9th goes Keith. But again, remember, he's got fresher tyres than those in front and a full tank of fuel. He's going to the end now. Seek 1 back in 2nd place, so theoretically back in the lead once Cyrex pits. Because Cyrex will have to pit for fuel before tyres. But it was a good idea to go on the hard tyres because he's not had any tyre issues, he's just kept with the pack. But now he's on his own, he might do, and he's got to try and see what he can do here. Corner Seek 1 again out of the Scari, catching him up. 25-1 last time round, 25-9 for Video, and Bidster, he's behind Video. Video's past Bidster now. Video's caught right up in that Jaguar as Bidster pops his Mazda 787B on 2 wheels, and we go out of the Ascari chicane down towards Parabolica. What a race this has been. Let's get some replays into this first half action for you now. Here's some replays of the first half action. Okay, here's a replay at the start then from Daniel Irwin's point of view. So going down to the first one, you'll see Will and Rodders get together just ahead of us. So you'll see Rodders just doesn't see him, goes off onto the grass. Now there's no one else there, so Daniel just brakes way too late here. Watch, way too late on the brakes, and then Neil just has nowhere to go, and then he hits Neil, and then who takes Will off as well. Will gets reset because of that, and then we all get going. But very messy there from Daniel Irwin. Okay, here's looking back from Bidster on Lap 3, to see Cyrix goes down the inside, and Red Bull going through as well. Now we look to the side, there goes Red Bull, going around the curve of Gran, and you see he just clears Bidster and he moves in front to get past Cyrix. What a positioning there from Red Bull as we break into the corner. And Red Bull on the inside, and then Cyrix over the curve, he twitches a little bit, and Red Bull gets position. Well done. Okay, here's the replay what happened to TY and Video then on lap 5. So see Video passing Rodders with the speed of the Jag. Into the inside, TY turning, but Video just not turning into the corner early enough, and a slight tap to TY, but TY very lucky to recover the car after going off at 200 mph plus. But Neil and Will just go through there, and there was a little bit of contact between them two as well, and Will goes off and Neil resumes. We'll get a different angle on that for you. Here's the replay between Neil and Will. So TY's going to be rejoining here. You can see the dust from where he's gone off. There he is. And we're going on the left-hand side of there. We have to fold because of TY. We brake early. And Will just loses it himself on the grass, actually. There's no contact. Will loses it himself and goes back down to 10th after resetting. And here's the replay what happened between Will, Neil and TY. So going into the corner on board with Will. We break into the chicane. We just brake too late. We hit Neil, who then hits TY. So domino effect. And we all rejoin, but Will should let these two go as Neil goes off onto the gravel, but Will should let Neil go here, and he does. It's a good job there by Will, but just misses his braking point, unlucky. And now back to the race. So as we come back from that Bidster then out of the chicane within the draft with Video, but the Jaguar will be very quick down the straights. Down the straight we go, all four running together, and then meanwhile we've got Seat 1 who's took the lead back off Cyrix. Cyrix probably letting him go to get the draft to try and see if he can keep up for a bit, but 1:24.1 for Seat 1. So very, very good stuff there from Seat 1, a good fastest lap there. We go up to the Lesmos, and now Video with Bidster and Rodders all over the back of him. Through the first Lesmo. Out of the second one. Video is still ahead. Bidster wanting the draft and trying to catch up all he can. He's got a bit more fuel in than Video as well. And Video, quarter tank. Cyrix, speaking of fuel, has got none left in the tank whatsoever. He'll be pitting either this lap or the next one. Let's see what he does here. He's just losing touch with Seat 1's draft. So now would be the time. It makes sense, but we'll have to see if he's going to do it. Let's see if he's going to do it, because it's less time on the next set of tyres. And he's going round. He's saying, I'm not done yet. I'm still in the draft to a point. Let's see what I can do. Video, Bidster and Rodders together for the battle for third place. Still together on track. As Cyrix got the draft from Seat 1. He's just about out of drafting range, I think. So he's not able to close up enough, and he's going to have to pit this time, surely, because of the fuel, unless he runs out, but we'll have to see. But Bidster in the draft of the Jaguar, and Rodders in the draft of the Mazda and the Jaguar, down through Curva Grande. Down towards the chicane. Braking hard from 225 mph, braking all the way down to 65 mph for the apex speed. And out the corner, Video runs wide. Bidster gets a good run. Rodders goes in the gravel. He's lost a lot of time. He's going to be coming under pressure from TY soon. As Bidster goes through on the inside of Video, but Video fighting back on the inside again towards the second Lesmo contact. And Bidster gets put on the grass. Video goes wide, and Bidster goes back up the inside. Good racecraft there from Bidster. And Video tried to defend it, but again, like I said earlier, the second Lesmo is a very hard place to defend from, because you can defend, but then you lose a lot of time on the straight, as he's doing now towards Rodders. But one advantage with that Jaguar is its top end speed as he drifts his way into Ascari. Bit of dust on the tyres. Bidster popping it up on the curbs as well. Seat 1 in the lead, Cyrix in second. The fuel non-existent now, so he's now pitting, and he only has to put enough fuel in to get to the end. So roughly 10 or 11 laps worth of fuel should do it. Now what tyres is he going for? That's going to be the thing. Watch the little icon above next to Cyrix's name. It'll tell you what tyres he's going to come out on. There's Bidster, Video there through. TY and everyone else. Let's get back to Cyrix in the pits. Here we go. Out the pits. What tyres? He's on the softs. He's going for a soft stint to the end. He's just putting up fuel in, and he's rejoined just at the back of the pack. So He's out of drafting range, unfortunately, which is not good, but again, he's got fresh rubber and enough fuel to go to the end. He will not be pitting again, whereas some of the people with the tyres might have to. Well, it might have to be a quick splash and dash, we'll see, or a quick tyre changing dash, but TY will have to be a splash and dash because he's not got enough fuel. He's definitely doing a second stop. Rodders then defending from the guy in the Nissan, which is TY. Red Bull with a bit of a penalty out of the chicane there. Into the second Lesmo and out of it. Nice job there. So we'll just run through the order for you, and it's seat 1 in the lead of the race. Video in second, Jaguar 1-2 here at Monza. Video's worked his way up from 7th roughly at the start to about 2nd place now, so brilliant. But he's going to have to pit because the fuel's not looking good. So Video looking to have to pit again and then just getting enough fuel for the end. Bidster drafting him now down towards the Parabolica. Bidster might have to pit again at some point as well. He might pit maybe in the next few laps, we'll see, but Bidster behind Video. Rodders in front of TY and Red Bull, so they're running in a 3 as well. Bidster. Will Video go around again on fuel? Yes, he is. He's going round again. We'll definitely have to pit this next time. Bidster behind. TY's in the pits. The fuel again, like I said, not looking good. So he's going to put enough fuel in for the end here. This should be his last stint. So the fuel goes in. Neil Farmack's in as well with hardly any fuel left in his car. No fuel saving at all from Neil Farmack, and that's going to take him a bit longer to fill up the tank. Bidster behind. Video might be saving a bit of fuel here to try and help him towards the end, so he only has to do a splash and dash, but we'll have to see. Saving the fuel and out the corner. Rodders from Red Bull, so Red Bull's got behind, Red Bull behind Rodders now because TY's got in the pits. Sarek's trying to catch up to them all. Fresh tyres, enough fuel to the end. Watch out for this guy, he's going to be a threat towards the end of this race. Sarek's on the move here at Monza in the Sauber. Seat 1. All alone, at the front, absolutely all alone. No one to trouble him, practically out for just a Sunday drive. So, seat 1 taking it very leisurely and enjoying his 10+ second lead. His teammate Video's not enjoying it as much though, because he's got to pit for fuel this time, because he's running on absolute fumes. There's only just enough in there to fill a glass of water. So, absolutely no fuel left in that car. And he's going to have to pit this time. If he doesn't, he's going to be really slow because it'll run his car out of fuel. But I think he's going to pit. He's moving to the side. Yes, he does. He pits. Bidster goes with him. Good strategic move there from Bidster. He's not going to put as much fuel in, and he might as well change his tyres. Red Bull's in as well. Keith goes round. Cyrus goes round. TY, where's TY? There he is coming up towards the last corner. So all these guys in the pits then. Bidster filling up with fuel and out of the pits then. Right behind Red Bull. Red Bull hardly puts any fuel in. But he's got plenty in, so he must have had plenty of fuel from before, and he's got loads of fuel now towards the end. So at least Bidster's got someone to draft, I suppose. Silver linings, but that's put him a bit farther down. Video though, out the pitch behind him, same amount of fuel, but obviously he had to same tyres, but had to put a lot of fuel in compared to the others. So had to wait about another 4 or 5 seconds, and that's the big difference it makes. They're just out of the chicane, and they're coming through here. Oh, Will sideways as he goes through the chicane, and Neil almost hits him. Neil almost hits him out the chicane, but luckily they're okay. Will gathers it together in 10th place. Daniel Irwin is gone, by the way, retired from the race, so didn't feel like he had the pace to keep up, and he's going to practice and come back at some point. So unlucky for Daniel Irwin, he retires from the race. Seat 1 in the pits, then from the lead. Enough time to just for a quick tyre change, a quick top up of fuel, and should be on his way. But Sarek's then looking threatening because he's still got quite fresh tyres and plenty of fuel. But C1's out the pitch, but he's got to get up to speed. Sarek's is already doing 170 miles an hour. C1's, well, he's up to 170, but he's got to get going. Rod is in the pitch, not enough fuel to the end, and fresh tyres needed. Red Bull 5th with Bidster behind in 6th. Let's have a look. So seat 1's got out in the lead. He's well up to speed. He's in the lead of the race. Sarek's still looking threatening, but again, seat 1 now has got fresh tank of fuel, fresh tyres, and a full tank of, well, almost a full tank of fuel now. So plenty of fuel to get to the end. Rodders at the pitch with Red Bull and Bidster approaching. And oh! Bidster goes to the inside of Rodders and Red Bull and gets both. Red Bull has to wait. Good strategic move there. Bidster read the position very well there into the chicane and puts Rodders in between him and Red Bull. That was a veteran move from Bidster. He went to the inside. He knew Rodders would probably go to the outside because he was in the middle of the road. so he knew he positioned his car to the inside, let Rodders know what side he was going, and went through. Red Bull couldn't read the situation the same way and went to the outside, and because Rodders went that way, he could not have anywhere to go, so Bidster makes it through. But just because he's made the position doesn't mean he's going to keep it, because it's very close here at Monza, with Red Bull looking at the inside of Rodders, then into Ascari. Oh, no way, Jose! Not going to get through there. So plenty of dust and no move made. Absolutely brilliant. If you're liking what you see, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to LPB Racing. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. What aren't we on? We're on everything. It's LPB Racing, Lima Papa Bravo, LPB Racing. So it'll be good to see more people liking and subscribing to the page for more content to be uploaded. Sorry about the delay for this one, guys, but again, it takes time to edit the videos and possibly work as well. I do have a life outside of this. Wow, everyone rejoins, and Keith comes out of the pits as Red Bull moves it, makes his move 3 wide up the inside of Bidster, and now Rodders as well. Rodders then, oh my word, what are they doing? It's practically Senna and Mansell, but at double the speed. Insane, down towards the chicane. Rodders on the inside of Bidster. Into the chicane, Red Bull holds on, a little bit of contact. He's going to be slow out the corner, but he gets out the corner well. Oh my word. How did they all fit through there together? That was madness. As Keith goes through in 6th place, he's bringing video up to this fight as well. So Keith's fresh out of the pitch, fresh tyres. Keith's got the freshest tyres of these lot. Watch out for him. Could make a difference. TY Ian's 8th with Neil behind him in 9th. So those two not having the best race this time. And Will back down in 10th. So Will went for the hard tyres. So not a good tyre choice there from Will. Should have gone for the softs really, I think, with how the race is going. But seat 1 out front. He's not alone. Cyrex puts in the fastest lap of the race a couple laps ago, 1:23.8. That last time around a 24.1, 24.9 for seat 1. Cyrex is closing in on the leader. Red Bull has been closing on by everyone. It's deja vu. It's like the start of the race when Red Bull and Bidster at the front and everyone else are behind them. It's the same story again, but Rodders trying to go past on the inside. Side by side, down towards Curva Grande. Here's Bidster, makes it 3 wide. Bidster makes it 3 wide and goes down into Curva Grande and tries to get past both of them. Grass, sparks, fire. What isn't there in this race? Down towards the chicane. Rodders gets back ahead of Red Bull, but Bidster is the man of that move. He gets both cars, but runs wide. Oh my word. This action's like a blooming 5-lap sprint race, not a 28-lap endurance race. What are these guys thinking? But Rodders then, with the penalties after cutting the chicane slightly, but just carries too much speed. And now Keith and Video are on the back. Oh, this is brilliant. Bidster and Rodders with penalties. They've got to get rid of them before the end of the lap. Just slight little cuts that the game thinks is not acceptable. And as they break, they get rid of them. So good job there by both of them as they go over the curbs. Bidster with a pack behind him now. 5 cars for 3rd place. Keith in the middle of it as well. He's moving himself up. Rodders on the inside onto the grass. Slight bit of contact there. Both cars wanting the same line. As Video closes up here with the Jaguar. This is where the Jaguar will pounce. It's got practically a 5-car tow, which is what it needs. That's basically what you see from the side of the road. It's just blur. As Video moves out to overtake the Jaguar. Sorry, guys, just getting the cameras up. The Jaguar touching 228 miles an hour, passing Bidster. He's right up into 4th place now. Red Bull next to the inside. No way through. Red Bull holds on to the position. Video from 7th to 4th in 1 straight. Absolutely insane, the speed of that Jaguar. And Video as well, making the moves himself. Good to see Rodders again with another little penalty. The game really starting to punish people now for these small errors. Quick look back to the front as Cyrex is still trying to reel in seat 1. Seat 1, 1:25.4 last time round, 24.1 for Cyrex, so he's definitely closing in on the Jaguar, but doesn't look like he's got the straight line speed in the drafting zone to keep up. There goes Red Bull. Video. Bidster, might I remind you as well, Bidster's doing all this with maximum weight on as well. TY and Neil Farmack and the other weight runners are further down, but Rodders has got weight as well. He's on 40 kilos, he's in 6th place. But absolutely brilliant here. Just shows that with Bidster, if you can stay with the draft around Monza, you can keep up with the other guys. But TY and Neil lost the draft a while ago, and that's why they've been stuck down the order. Across the line we go. Red Bull, Bidster, Bidster should I say, but then Bidster in the draft video as well. Looking for a move on Red Bull as he hits the grass on the straight. That gives Bidster a chance as well at the inside. The scream of the Mazda past the Sauber, and Video's back into third place. But can he hold on to it now? Red Bull up the inside of Bidster, breaks very, very late. And what a move by Red Bull, but he can't get it done. Bidster keeps on the inside, keeps side by side with him, but gets the traction out the corner, and Red Bull keeps position. So Red Bull showing he's not afraid of a fight, fighting very clean as well. Very impressed by Red Bull. Very good job by the Belgian. And his fellow countryman in the front with Sarix for company. Sarix closing up still. We'll have a look at that in a little bit as Video comes up to Ascari then. Red Bull behind in tow. Bidster with Rodders and Keith behind him now. Keith still on the back of this pack in the Nissan, doing what he can for the Nissan team, the lead Nissan car in this race. Straight Video. So look at the leaders then, 25.5 for seat 1, 24.8 for Cyrex, and he's now in the draft. Look at the speed. He's in the draft with only a handful of laps left. He is catching right up to the back of seat 1. Brilliant stuff here. Video in third, Bidster in fourth, but he's gone slightly backwards. Video pulling away now. Rodder's trying to pull alongside the Mazda, no can do. Keith pulling up behind both of them. Keith looking to go up the inside, but is he going for it? No, he's not. He's backing off, lifting off the power a bit. That could help Red Bull out. Red Bull's gone backwards. He must have made a mistake at Parabolica. He's gone back to the back of the pack now, and he's going to do it all again. 7th place for Red Bull. So it changes in a blink of an eye. Again, that'll be part of the replays in the second half of the race. Well, just before we go to the results, we'll get the replays in the second half. Seat 1 there in first. Sarix for company. Sarix is hard. Oh, but look at Sarix's fuel though. He's having to nurse his fuel, so he's trying to catch up and he's trying to nurse the fuel as well. Seat 1 should have enough to go to the end quite nicely, but Sarix is going to have to really be careful here. He's going to have to get in the draft and save fuel and try and get through on the last lap. But he's used red on fuel now. Red on fuel. Can he get to the end? We'll have to see. We'll have to do fuel save like crazy. And you can't exactly fuel save in a massive V12. Very hard to do. They kind of do like maybe not even a mile to the gallon. These cars, absolutely insane fuel usage. As we go, well, that's in real life, but on this game, 100 litres worth. So not too bad as we go down the straight. Then Keith and Rodders close together on lap 27 of this race. Draft, everyone's drafting each other down towards curve, and they're catching up, looking back, looking to seat 1 and Cyrex. Seat 1 can keep pushing because I think he's got at least a couple laps worth of fuel in that tank, even if he pushes. Cyrex has got to be careful here. 24.3 last time round, 24.6 for seat 1. He's catching up, but he can't catch up as fast as he wants. He's got to keep the engine turned down. Video probably gets a bad run out of the chicane, and Bidster comes alongside him, no way through. Rodder's looking for a way through past Bidster as well. Absolutely nose to tail. This is going to be an epic finish with all these guys close together. The second Lesmo out of it, down the straight toward the Scari, under the old Brianza circuit, the old oval. And they used to use the concrete wall. There he is, underneath the bridge. Rodders to the inside of Bidster. What a move from Rodders. Slice. Have that. Stick that in your tailpipe and smoke it, Bidster. Have that. Rodders with a move of the race. A quick dive to the inside. And Keith now looking to try and get past Bidster while he's wounded. Pride-wise, as we go into the inside, Keith takes the inside from Bidster, and Bidster going backwards now as we approach the last lap of the race. Keith and Rodders lean on each other. Have that wheel-to-wheel contact. Bidster from 4th to 7th in the space of 2 corners. Incredible. Down the straight road, they're all very close together. Quick look to the front, still seat 1 from Cyrex. Cyrex has got to go into super eco mode now, and with a penalty, so he's not going to pass seat 1 now, I don't think, unless seat 1 throws it away. But Video in 3rd. Rodders 4th, Keith 5th with Red Bull and Bidster behind Red Bull. Last lap opportunities now. down the inside of Keith, and can he make it stick? Keith goes back to the inside, still side by side, but Red Bull gets the traction into 5th. Good move there from Red Bull, very clean and very precise. Keith not able to respond to that, and he's got Bidster behind him for company. Rodders up the inside of Video on the Lesmos. Oh, absolutely trying with all he can, and they've lost speed now. That could help Red Bull out and the others as they come down to the next few corners. Meanwhile, the leaders round the last corner. Seat 1, a dominating win here at Monza in the Castrol Jaguar. Well done to Seat 1, he takes victory in the Group C Championship at Monza. Well done to Seek, he wins. Sarek, a well-deserved second, a good strategy there from the Sauber brand. And then it is this lot coming down to the Parabolica for the last time. Video in the lead, Red Bull going to the inside of Rodders. Rodders defending but going very wide. Down through the apex onto the power. Bidster's gone backwards here, and to the line it's going to be Video in 3rd, and it's Rodders in 4th. Red Bull 5th with Keith just behind him in 6th, and Bidster down to 7th on the last lap with the weight. Not good there for Bidster, but what a race by everyone in that pack. Phenomenal stuff. TY in 8th, come up to the line, a very lonely 8th for TY. Neil going wide at the last corner to add insult to injury. He's going to finish in 9th place in the Mazda, and Will is going to be in 10th for the Sauber team, so unlucky for Will, he's going to finish in 10th. Oh my word, what a race, and now I need to catch my breath, and while I do so, we'll just get those replays in of the second half of the race. Here's the replays of the second half of the race. Here's the first replay then of the second bit. So Bidster passing Red Bull and Rodders here on lap 21. So Bidster goes to the inside, drafts Red Bull, and Rodders keeps to the middle and keeps the outside, and Bidster knew what side he'd probably go to and takes both positions. Red Bull tries to fight back, but yeah, he's too busy with Rodders, and Bidster takes 2 places. Good move there from Bidster. It's on board with Red Bull. So you see Bidster and Rodders alongside each other. You see Keith coming out the pits, and we move across, and we just see Keith at the last minute. Then we decide to go with the move anyway, and then side by side down towards Curve Grande, we've passed Bidster, and we keep on the inside, very close to Rodders, almost touching, and then you can see Bidster's aerial there. Bidster right behind us there as well, and into the chicane we brake, and Rodders then goes for the inside little tap to make good friends, and then out the corner we continue. What a drama-filled race this is. Replay now from Keith, so let's watch as Bidster goes through on Rodders, and Red Bull decides, right, sod this, I'm going straight to the inside, you two can battle amongst yourselves. Goodbye guys, and then hits the grass, sparks fly from the back of the Mazda, and he doesn't care, he's keeping it flat, and no one is going to get past Bidster on that move. That is absolutely brilliant by Bidster, but Rodders there, just cutting the corner, trying to get a good run out, and trying to pass him up to the next Lesmo, but can't quite do it. Well done there by Bidster. Okay, here's a replay what happened to Red Bull. So you see he goes very wide off the track there, and then as we see here in a minute, and hop, there goes the penalty. And now he's got to get rid of that before the start finish line. He gets rid of a bit of it there, but then he decides, right, I want to go wide, get rid of a little bit here, and Bidster reacts enough just to get through, but it's still a bit risky, but still Red Bull have to get rid of the penalty, and that's what brings him back down to 7th place. As we come back from that, guys, we'll now take you to the overall results, followed by the points. Okay guys, here's the results. It is Seek 1 who takes his first victory of the season for the Jaguar team. Well done to Seek 1. It is Cyrex in 2nd place. Good strategy by him. 3rd is Video, first of that really close pack, followed by Rodders, Red Bull, Keith, and then Bidster goes to the back of that pack in 7th. Then it's TY in 8th. Neil Farmack finishes in 9th, and Will finishes in 10th. With Daniel Erd retiring. Cyrex the fastest lap, a 1:23.8. And now we move on to the drivers and teams tables after round 2. So it is Seek 1 who takes the lead in the championship in the Jaguar thanks to his consistent driving. Then it's Bidster in 2nd place on 45. Then it's TY on 44 and the Nissan in 3rd. Porsche of Rodders is on 42 points in 4th. Then it's 5th for Cyrex on 37. 36 for Neil Farmack in the Mazda, then it's the Keith in the Nissan on 26, 23 for Video in the 2nd Jaguar, and then it's Red Bull on 12 and Will on 5 for the Saubers. Callum still yet to score from this championship. Mazda team are on 81 points in the lead of the team. The Jaguar on 74, Nissan on 70, Porsche on 42, and Sauber on a lonely 17 at the back in 6th. So as we come back from all that, there is your winner, Seat 1 in the Castrol Jaguar number 88. Well done to Seat 1, and a fantastic race by all in that, thoroughly enjoyable. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe. The links will be just given to you in a moment and down in the description below as well. So next time, guys, we are at Spa. We'll see you then for that one for more entertaining action. And from me, Bidster, that's it for me. Thank you, guys, and take care. Thank you for watching another race by LPB Racing. Next time we are at Spa-Francorchamps for round 3, and that'll be race 1.